Soul Cairn was a realm in Oblivion run by creatures called the Ideal Masters, yes. Unlike other planes of Oblivion, this place was not created by Daedric princes. Rather, the Ideal Masters were sorcerers who had achieved great magical prowess, yes. They took for themselves names using ancient words that were so powerful they could not be spoken, and hence became known as the Ideal Masters, self-styled of course, yes. In the early eras, it was common for necromancers to contact this plane for favors and power. But over time, the Ideal Masters lost the concept of mutual benefit, and this practice ceased. Yet though the Ideal Masters were no longer worshipped, contacted, or bargained with because they were idiots, yes, they remained relevant to enchanting, for all soul gems sent souls to the Soul Cairn. There, the Ideal Masters would devour them. The plane of the Soul Cairn featured a great deal of black and purple, as though the Ideal Masters were going through some kind of hormonal teenage phase. Given that they were necromancers, perhaps this was not too far from the truth, though godlike they were. The Ideal Masters appeared as giant soul gems, yes. All they did was gorge themselves on souls and store souls, so it was rather fitting. They were completely indifferent to Kaybe. Kaybe was no longer acclimated to being ignored by higher beings, so she hunted down and killed their most powerful servants, yes. The Ideal Masters didn't seem to care, but the servants were upset about it, and that made Kaybe happy. Yes. In a large black fortress, Kaybe found a vampire woman, but she just stood around and refused to interact with Kaybe. Hello, yes? How come everything interesting ignores Kaybe here? Does Kaybe smell funny? Maybe it does not look so pretty. You are trying to make Kaybe go away by not being friendly, yes? Serana! Kaybe thinks she found your mother. She will not talk to Kaybe, though. Maybe you can go and... Kaybe doesn't know. Maybe she lost her soul.
Mother? Mother?
Make her.
Oh, okay, Kaybe sees. You didn't lose your soul. You were just
Serana?
pretending like a
Is it
bitch.
really you? I can't believe it.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your
Don't
father?
acknowledge Kaybe.
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have
He's
time
just
to
looking at
explain.
your rolls of paper.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to
What are you
decipher
doing
the
back here?
prophecy,
Just standing
hasn't he?
around?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to stop him, to make everything right.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
Kaybe is here.
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you.
You what?
So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down.
Kaybe's reasons are a bit of a blur, yes. Kaybe thought maybe she was her vampire thrall, yes? Kaybe wants the Elder Scroll.
Glorious. Serana claims you're her guardian, yet your first instinct appears to be greed. I see that my daughter is still as naive as ever. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you.
Are you just naturally cranky, or did you not sleep much last night, yes?
You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself.
Okay. That's great.
When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Auriel and his arcane weapon, Auriel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon.
Kaybe is going to be honest with you, vampire. Prophecy is kind of tedious, yes.
Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor.
Why would you worship a god that made you do that, yes? It's like worshipping a god that makes you bite your fingers off. It's painful and stupid.
Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible.
Is because you and your husband are completely insane and dangerous, yes?
If Harkon obtained Auriel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
Okay. Do you want Kaybe to assassinate your husband? Yes?
And how exactly do you plan on stopping him?
Well, generally what Kaybe does is she walks up and she suplexes them. Or she could do fire.
If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected. Don't you think I weighed that option before I enacted my plans?
Given how terrible this plan is, Kaybe thinks you don't weigh options very well.
You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. Whether or not you've become one of us in order to survive the Soul Cairn, you're still a vampire hunter at heart.
Not really.
You're here because we're abominations in your mind. Evil creatures that need to be destroyed.
Kaybe actually doesn't care one way or the other. In fact, she doesn't care about any of your politics. She just wants the Elder Scroll, yes.
I see. You're simply here to stop the tyranny of the sun, despite the cost to Serana.
No.
Nothing else matters.
No.
This stranger aligns herself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to her.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known her than you've done.
Dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic.
Kaybe
He's
is the chosen one.
changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Oh, Serana, if you'd only open your eyes the moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly.
Yes.
Both of you were obsessed
fell
with
down.
your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a
No.
family again.
No.
But I don't know
No.
if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness.
No.
Maybe it
No.
isn't for us. But we have to stop him before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana.
No, no,
I didn't
no.
know.
No, no.
I didn't see.
No.
I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive
Kaybe
me.
owns your castle now. No.
If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours.
No, yes. Oh, wait, are we done? Yes?
Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me. But for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can.
How can Kaybe's intentions not be clear? Give Kaybe the Elder Scroll.
Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you seem to have already killed the keepers maintaining the barrier around these ruins.
Great, yes. So you will give Kaybe the Elder Scroll now.
Yes. Please, follow me. One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the cairn. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly investigate the fact that the barrier has fallen.
Kaybe has apparently killed the boss of all dragons, and found out the boss of all dragons was pretty much a pushover, yes. This shouldn't be a problem. How come all the grass and the rocks and everything in this Soul Cairn has to be so floaty, yes? What does the Soul Cairn have against gravity? Okay, so this is your pest problem, yes?
Sure.
You sit, dragon! You are already sitting, good work. Kaybe did everything she could think of, yes. Well, there we go, he comes down to us, yes.
Sure.
Kaybe killed your boss and made fools of your species, yes. You are nothing before Kaybe's mighty slap. To the snoot! And there is your deadly dragon, dead before Kaybe. She assassinated him with a punch to the snoot. Oh, he turned purple, that is new. They don't normally do that. Normally they turn into bones and Kaybe absorbs all their memories and soul.
That'll teach you. Forgive my astonishment, but I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon.
We're all covered in arrows. Valerie, are you coming along or no? Kaybe has explored this whole place, there's nothing here.
Forgive my astonishment, but I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon.
Dragons are not difficult to kill, you know.
Volumes written on Durnevere allege that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears that unless
Okay, yes, don't pause.
the soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Dernevir's physical form while he reconstitutes himself.
Kaybe doesn't care. Where is the Elder Scroll?
Minutes, hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll and you can be on your way.
We should have walked and talked rather than stopping to have this conversation first. While we have our minutes, we may already have to go beat him in the face again. And it will take minutes. Whole minutes from our day, Valerie. Whole minutes, yes. Kaybe is
What do
taking
you
these as
want?
payment. What does Kaybe want? Your Elder Scroll. Are you senile?
Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way.
Kaybe hates you. And thus Kaybe held the final Elder Scroll with which to entertain this prophecy, yes. The interesting thing about prophecies being that they were often self-fulfilling. Kaybe would play with fate and make fate come true. It was always how these things happen, yes. All said, Kaybe wasn't sure how she was benefiting from getting involved in all these vampire shenanigans, yes. Kaybe thought she would be paid to assassinate the vampires, but Eastern hadn't paid her anything. As it was, Kaybe felt like she was getting involved with some kind of royal redneck society, who thought they were the kings of the backwoods.
Who's there? I knew I
Who's
heard
what?
something.
Well, Kaybe doesn't care.
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinari.
Okay, goodbye. What? Okay, you're back, yes. So, Zombler Dragon, that is you. Hello, did you fall asleep? Oh, no.
I believe we
Come sit down, dragon! You want to have a conversation with Kaybe? Have a conversation. Are you sleeping again?
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinari.
Well, speak then. Kaybe is right here. Quit flying around and doing weird things.
Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death.
Oh no, are you giving Kaybe vocabulary lessons? You are just as bad as partners. Is that it? Is conversation done? Just wanted Kaybe to know? Life and death. That's what's going on here, yes. Kaybe can't initiate conversation with you. Well, there he goes, yes. What do you think, Sir Ryder? Is he... Oh, baby, he is coming down. Hang on to it. Where are you landing, dragon? Do not land on Kaybe.
Stay your weapons. I would cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in... I believe in civility among seasoned warriors. And I find your ear worthy of my words.
You find it worthy of your ass, yes.
My claws have rendered the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled on the field of battle. I therefore honor name you Quinarin, or Vanquisher in your tongue.
It's very easy to get high and mighty when all your foes would normally be dead in the first place, yes.
Your words do me great honor. My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Quinarin. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you.
Kaybe will assassinate your masters, but there is a price, yes.
For countless years I've roamed the Soul Cairn in unintended service to the ideal masters.
Right, kill them.
Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel. I desire to return there.
So do you want Kaybe to assassinate the entire Soul Cairn, yes? This is a big job.
I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. I share a bond with this dreaded place. If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I was no more.
So you want Kaybe to summon you there so you wane until you are no more?
I will place my name with you, and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel.
Okay, Kaybe might forget.
Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze Mazen, your ally, and teach you my Thum.
Okay, Kaybe doesn't see any reason to turn you down, yes? Knock yourself out.
Trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would mean a great deal. I don't require an answer, Quinarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right.
Kaybe will do this thing when she feels the time is to be remembered. When she remembers you, yes. She will likely forget. Dragons are not very useful. Enjoy your slavery. Yes. Goodbye. Since you have viewed Kaybe's video, you are now obligated to hit the like button. Yes. And maybe subscribe optionally. That is your choice. But Kaybe trusts you will do the right thing. And also support on Patreon and share with all the friends because that is how we survive. Yes. You are thanked for watching. Kaybe frees you to do as you please. Yes.